Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime series. This one I'm not too proud of doing, but I did propose to myself to try to review or give my first impressions to as many series as possible. This one's going to be Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World. And if you've seen any of my videos, you probably know by now that I am not a kind of person that enjoys watching ecchi series. Um, it's just not in my like book. But I will say some good things about the series. I will say some bad things about the series. But before anything, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. As promised, I am trying to do my first impressions on all types and shapes of anime for you guys. So this is one that I'm getting a little bit of my comfort zone to watch for you guys, but still ended up watching it, and here are my opinions on it. So, genre-wise, this one falls under action, adventure, fantasy, and then definitely ecchi. Now, this is actually one that surprised me in the first 12 minutes of the series. And I know a lot of people are going to defend it, but we'll see what happens. Essentially, you got a guy who's easy kite, and he ends up in this village, the village being attacked by people, and he ends up killing them, right? He later finds out that he is actually easy kite, and like a lot of easy kites, he goes through that moment of what the heck is going on, so on and so forth, right? Um, we get a big chunk of essentially him learning how the world works a little bit, and essentially him retrieving what is his and going into this mindset of um, retrieving his money to start his life essentially. And it's pretty good and dandy up to that point, to be honest. The action is pretty decent when he goes and attacks the people that are attacking the village. The fact that there is twists and turns, like at one point someone steals from him and he doesn't know what to do, and he's like, "Well, let's let the village decide what they want to do with him," and they're like, "Okay, well, the village rules is that he becomes a slave," and he's like, "What? Like maybe I should have decided." And maybe he would have had a better fate in his life. So there's all those things that go into hand. Um, and at one point, when he goes to the city to sell his weapons, he's left alone. And this is probably the best part for me of the episode, because a lot of series miss this type of emotion. And essentially, he is in this emotion of, I'm in a place that I know no one, trust no one, know nothing of the place, don't know the culture, don't know the language, don't know what's the right and wrong thing to do in certain situations. I have nowhere to defend myself. Whereas in other izakayas, a lot of the mentality is just, oh, I'm izakai, and oh, I happen to know everything already of how this world works, and it doesn't seem like it would be like that. So I did appreciate that this one hit that point. Now, past that point, it's trash, for my opinion. He is then called in by the guy that bought his weapons that he sold from all these people, and he is encouraged to essentially buy a slave. And this slave happens to be a woman, and this woman happens to do whatever that the master would want. And that I'll just leave it at that, right? We do get scenes that are a little disturbing, but they are censored. It is Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll does have the censored version. In my opinion, I am very thankful, because I would have probably stopped watching it at that point and been like, okay, this is not for me. So, but it is censored. So if you're planning to watch the Crunchyroll, just heads up, those scenes are censored, and you're not going to get any of that really. The only thing you get is the audio, and you know, for that really you're going to be missing a lot of it. So personally, that made it just the worst part of it, and they go into detail on how it all works, and that's really it. His plan is to buy this girl, and he's going to go make money for it. In a nutshell, this had a great potential because it was hitting a lot of emotions of isekai that have not been hidden before, and I really enjoyed that it was doing that. But that potential went to waste with just it becoming a trash of a series. Um, is it going to be talked about? Of course. Does it have a high rating? Not so much, but higher than what I expected. 7.2 on my anime list. I see that going down to maybe a six something in the near future. I could be wrong. A lot of people might just enjoy watching it, so it's up to you guys. For me, I'm going to put this one at a 5 out of 10. It could have been a great series, and it's not going to be because it's going to be trash. Um, will people watch it? Of course, but not me. So go check it out. It's in Crunchyroll, one episode out, and let me know what you guys think about the series. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. Bye.